Islam Makhachev is relinquishing his belt. This is big news for the UFC, big news for the lightweight and welterweight division. We might be saved. We might be in a good era. I feel it. The good era is starting. We had to, drudge through the terrible, stinky era of the Dagestanis and the boring fighters, but we got Volk champion, JDM champion. Islam's moving up. I like Islam. He gets finishes. ILIA versus Charles. We'll get to it. Banger, by the way. ILIA Tapuria, Charles Oliveira. They cooked. They cooked. We got a lot to get to in today's video. We're going to start with some non-fight news. And then we have, I don't even know, 15 fights to get to. Nah, that's not true. 1, 2, 3. I'm not counting them all. We'll see. Well, let's start out. I'm hyped. New glasses, by the way. They're not silver, they're rose gold, but they look silver because of the light or camera or something. I don't know. I fuck with the... oh. Maybe I should just restart the video with these. What do you think? Leave a comment. Buddy, they look pretty deep. We got these as well. Honestly, kind of makes it easier to look at the camera, but I guess you can't really see my eyes. So, yeah, maybe no. But, yeah, I'm going back. I feel nervous. I'm lots to get to. We're going to start off here with Patchy Mix being released by the PFL. I honestly genuinely do believe that this company is going under. They will not survive the year. Maybe they won't survive 2026. I'll tell you that for free. I mean, they're not, from what I've been hearing, what I've been able, by the way, PFL 15 likes. Oh, it's 1 minute. It's in 1 minute. I thought it was, okay. They're cool. It's in the screenshot was within 1 minute, so. I don't know, it's crazy. I don't know how Verdict is getting 15 likes in a minute. You fell off, bro. 1 comment as well. Probably saying, thank God. We might see Patchy Mix in the UFC. Now, let's be honest here. Have I watched a Patchy Mix fight? I don't even know where to watch old PFL and Bellator fights, so. No. Maybe YouTube? I don't know if it's true. I had seen that Chito Vera pulled out against Mario Bautista. This would be a good fight to make, man. I want to see that one. I don't think that... I think if the UFC grabs Patchy Mix, they're not giving him a good top 5, top 2 guy, right? They're not giving him one fight in the title contention. You got to fight Mario Bautista. Imagine if Patchy Mix is the guy to knock out Mario Bautista. Dude. What a crazy lore that would be. First fight in the UFC and sleeps the devil incarnate, I believe. What a terrible fighter. Fuck Mario Bautista. Yeah, but I mean, Patchy Mix, good fighter. But it's hard to tell, especially in PFL, because their level is just so dog shit. Paul Hughes just got a knockout in less than a minute, I think, after going 5 rounds with Usman Nurmagomedov. Was his opponent that good? I don't know. I don't watch PFL. Sometimes I don't watch PFL. I saw some dude walk out with a Vegeta thing on. Pull the clip. It's not a clip. Just find the image. Yeah, I guess. I think he won that fight. I don't remember. I don't really care for PFL. It's, again, their talent is just at a different level. Plus, their steroid cheats. I forget who. I can't even remember her name. I'm such a terrible newsbreaker broadcaster today. It's awful, terrible, horrible. But the last thing I'm going to say on this, if he does come over to the UFC, I think he will lose. It depends who they put him against. If they put him against Mario Bautista, I think he will lose. I've never watched him fight before, but Mario Bautista's kind of a bitch, so he'll probably just crotch sniff him for 15 minutes. Let's continue to the next thing. Our next news here comes from Grant Dawson. Don't know why I announced his name with such a word. Something, I don't know. Fuck, I'm not a mathematician. He tweeted, it's a little bit cut off from the screen, so I'll read it to you. He tweeted, I'm 11-1 in the UFC. It wouldn't make much sense for me to call out a man who is 2-5 in the UFC, who's a decade older than me, But you guys keep ranking him ahead of me, so screw it. At Michael Chandler MMA, want to do it this July? Why do I keep adding it? He doesn't want to do this July. It kind of doesn't flow well, but Grant Dawson fighting Michael Chandler might be the most boring fight to make. He's a bitch, right? Didn't he just lay on top of Bruno Ferreira for like 15 minutes and not do shit with his control? Barely threw any strikes. Bruno Ferreira just got booked recently. I don't remember against who. I think it was a banger fight that he got booked in as well. Like a vet fight, which I'm glad that they're starting to do now. We'll get to one later. Yeah, I hate Michael Chandler. I think that he's extremely overrated. As someone who keeps picking him to win, he's not good, bro. I don't know why I keep picking him. I'm falling into this weird hype, but it's not like a hype train. It's like I don't even know. I'm being misled by the media. All right, the deep state government wants me to lose money on my parlay. Anyway, listen, it's a decent fight. It's a decent fight. It's just I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch Grant Dawson though. Mike Chandler makes things fun. He's explosive. He's got good talk on the mic before the fights. After the fights, he's really good on the mic. So I'm not mad to see a Mike Chandler fight, but I don't want to see Grant Dawson. I think he's extremely boring. That's all I got to say about that one. It's just a call out as well, but honestly, the news was really slow this week, except for the crazy fights that we'll get to. Dana cooked. Let's continue. Our next news story. This is another alleged thing. I'm not sure that this is truthful. I'm sorry about my mouse going on his nipple like that. I just wanted to catch a feel. I don't know that this is a truthful. I mean, this news is being broken by Curtis Blades Fan 100. So, take it with all like a fucking handful of salt, buddy. Brian Guskov. That's not his name. Bogdan Guskov. I don't know. It doesn't say it anywhere. I just know this for fact. So I could have gone with Brian and nobody would have fact checked me on that. But we're breaking the real news here. All right, we're breaking the real news here. We don't take any of these, fake news individuals. We're breaking the real news. Bogdan Guskov allegedly is going to be fighting Nikita Krylov at UFC Abu Dhabi. Like, I don't even know when that is. It feels like, why? This is very strange news that I'm hearing. Krylov just got knocked out at 314 against Dominic Reyes. Bad. Straight left. Put him out cold. Like, slumped him bad. Now he's going up against Bogdan Guskov. Nikita Krylov might die. He'll really be the ghost of Kiev. I mean, so Bogdan Guskov has just extreme power. I think he knocked out Johnny Walker. As I was fact-checking the Bogdan Guskov Johnny Walker knockout, which he did not do, by the way, that fight was canceled. He ended up choking up Billy Alacana, who made his debut in that fight, so I don't really know. I did see that this fight is, in fact, confirmed, so take away what I said earlier. I don't know why it's not on any other news sites. But this is a banger fight. I like this fight a lot. And I think Bogdan Guskov has a lot of potential for the light heavyweight division. He does look like NoHo Hank. Anyways, Guskov by knockout. I feel like that's pretty clear. It's a really quick turnaround for Krylov. I think it's July 26th. What is that? Late April to July 26th. 4 months. Turnaround off a crazy flatline KO. I don't know. Feels pretty quick against a power puncher as well, not like a wrestling Dagestani or something. So I feel like this is a very bad decision for Nikita Krylov, and that Guskov will absolutely murder him. Bogdan Guskov by knockout. Clean. Easy. First round, probably. Let's go to the next. Now we're into the Dana White announcements. the Dana White announcements. These we're not actually. We got the next news here. We got the next news here. These next two fights, these are from here on out, by the way, it's all fights that have been made. That's all the news from this week. Nobody's done shit crazy that I've heard about, that I could find. Maybe they have, and I missed it, but yeah, nothing really happened. These two came on May 7th, and then the rest of them came yesterday, May 13th, from Dana White himself. We're going to start with, obviously, as you can see on the screen, Marvin Vettori versus Brendan Allen. I like Brendan Allen. He's a fucking dumb as shit, but I like him. Like, I mean, the guy is actually just a moron. He's a moron. But it's okay. Like, he's my moron, you know? We love Brendan Allen. I think he's a good dude. Loves his kid. And he's a good jiu-jitsu player. He had a really bad fight with Anthony Hernandez. I mean, bad for him. The fight was decent. He looked not good, though. I'm not mad about this fight, but I don't care. I mean, I don't want to see Brendan Allen in the title picture. I feel like he doesn't have that drive. And Marvin Vettori, it'll be interesting to see where he's back after that Dolidze loss. I didn't watch that fight that night, and I haven't watched it since because I heard bad things. The Dolidze loss probably wasn't a lot to him. I mean, the guy has a chin of steel. He's, what, 30? 31? In his prime right now? I got Vettori taking this by decision. Feels like a pretty simple fight for him. I don't think Allen has anything to offer on the feet, and I think Vettori's just too much of that, of like, you know, he's, I'm not getting tapped out. He's a good Italian boy. I've also been thinking about, now that we're here, like, I'm a big thinker. My mind thinks. I'm a big thinking mind. Get to the point. Basically, I'm thinking I should do, like, if I have like a topic that I'm thinking about in my mind a lot, then I'll just make a video on it. It doesn't have to be fight related. Maybe it will be, probably won't be. But it's just like, you know, I've been thinking about this. Like, how do I get myself into a better person because of like this event or this whatever? And like, how do I know that I'm not becoming like this? And I feel like it would be kind of real, like a real little nice little conversation with the audience here. A one-sided conversation, but I'm open to comments. And yeah, I think that would be cool, and it'd be like a letting off steam thing for me. So win-win, right? I don't know. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below. This video is extremely long already, so if you got here, thank you. We got loads more to go through. We're going to the next fight. There's another fight announced last week. Cody Garbrandt versus Raoni Barcelos. Dude. Rip Cody will be missed, bud, is the top comment on this one. 267 likes on it. I don't understand. Raoni Barcelos is not killing Cody Garbrandt. Hello? He's not starching him. Cody Garbrandt is kind of washed, but Raoni Barcelos is old as shit. He's like 48. He just mauled Peyton Talbot. Raoni Barcelos is. Mauled Peyton Talbot. I mean, he killed the hype train. We learned that Peyton Talbot has nothing to offer on the back. I didn't like Peyton Talbot's hair in that fight or mustache thing going on. I prefer like long, like fluffy, long-haired, clean-shaven Peyton Talbot in an extremely homosexual way. Cody Garbrandt, I mean, you know, there's that TikTok thing of, he has to go for 25 minutes. That fight was close. That fight was way closer than people say it was. But Cody Garbrandt, pretty cool dude. I don't even know how he's done recently. I feel like I haven't seen him fight in forever. When was his last fight? I'm going to Google this. But before I do, I just wanted to say, like, I think Raoni Barcelos just not sleeps, but like he just lay and praise this man the same way he did Peyton Talbot. I don't think that this is going to be a very difficult fight for Honey Barcelos. Cody Garbrandt might have better get-ups, though, man. I thinking back to the Dom Cruz fight. Dom Cruz couldn't hold him down. Shit, dude. Maybe Garbrandt does have this one. Might starch him. Probably not. He's kind of washed. But maybe I was too harsh. When I first saw that, no. Gotta go with the heart. That's what fighting's about, right? Going with the heart. Honey Barcelos is going to get this decision, I think, 30-27. I think it's just a 3 on the Atlanta card as well, you know. Crazy that they have that one on the Atlanta card. Want to expand. Brazilian in where is he from? Arizona or something? It's not from Arizona. I don't know where he's from. White guy. So yeah, Garbrandt just got finished by Figgy in his last fight in 2024. I mean, it's a good loss to have. I mean, Figgy looked fucking dog shit in his last fight. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, Figgy's a legend of the sport. So, it's a good loss to have. Still, I'm going to ride with my Honey Barcelos pick here. I think Peyton Talbot is the next Cody Garbrandt. And Peyton Talbot lost horribly to Barcelos, so it makes sense that Garbrandt would lose horribly to Barcelos. 30-27, Honey Barcelos. Boring-ass fucking decision as well, you know. Okay, I might have lied a little bit. I completely forgot that this fight was announced because I just learned about it while I was researching for this video. This one was not announced by Dana White yesterday. It was announced before that. I don't know exactly when because, again, I was in Montreal for the fights. I probably won't do a video breaking down it, but I'm going to do it on stream tomorrow, Thursday, May 15th. So come by to the stream, 6 p.m. EST. And, I'll tell some stories from... I just spit all over the camera, I'm sorry. I'll tell some stories about Montreal. It was a fucking blast, man! Oh, that was so fun! Anyways. Jack Hermansson versus Gregory Rodriguez, RoboCop. I am a Jack Hermansson fan, dude. He fought somebody a while ago. I forget who it was, like a hype train person. And the whole week, it was Joe Pyfer. He fought Joe Pyfer, and everyone's going, Pyfer's knocking this man out. And I said, no, he is not, bro. I know Hermansson's a little bit older, but he's got the experience, and he's not getting starched. I remember his Strickland fight. He's a gamer. Was it the Strickland fight that he broke his ribbon and, like, still fought 3 rounds with... I don't think it was. I think it was the fight before the Strickland fight where he broke his rib, and the dude's, like, laying on top of him, pressing his shoulder into the ribs, and he doesn't give up or anything. He's a gamer. He's just so inactive. Hermansson, what are we doing, dude? You're kind of old, also. And Gregory Rodriguez has extreme power. Oh, shit. No. Jack Hermansson by decision. I like Jack Hermansson. Gregory Rodriguez looked horrible in his last fight. He was dominated by Jared Cannonier. That fight was finished, I think. I don't remember. I believe that fight... I mean... Yeah, the first comment there is that Cannonier fight proved that RoboCop is the greatest one-round fighter exactly. If Jack Hermansson can survive the first round, it's an easy dub for him. I mean, he's got good grappling. He's got good ground that he could just hold down Gregory Rodriguez, make him suffer. I think that's probably going to have to be his game plan going in. Jack Hermansson, I know you're watching this. Follow my advice here. Do not bang. I mean, I'm sure, don't get me wrong, I'm sure that's his actual game plan. Don't bang with the guy who knocks people the fuck out. But also, you have a chin, dude. So, you were able to stand with, you didn't, I don't know if he stood. I genuinely don't remember the Joe Pyfer fight at all. I don't know where I pulled that from in my memory. I don't know how I got that. I don't remember the fight. I might not have even watched it. But I remember being right about it. Telling everybody, dude, Go with Hermansson, underdog. The underdog pick paid off. I'm also going to go with Hermansson on this. I don't know who's the favorite, but, dude, I trust in Hermansson. He's just going to kind of wrestle fuck him. You know, maybe, probably not submit him, just make him real tired, and then get a 30-27 decision. UFC 317, by the way. That's an International Fight Week. Oh, I should have got. I'll get the Fight Week card for after I'm done with all the fights because I want to talk about it. That's a Fight Week fight. It's crazy though. We continue. Robert Whittaker versus Reinier de Ridder. This one also came before. So there was 4 ones that came before yesterday. But this one is heat. Reinier coming off his crazy knee to the liver technical knockout over Bo Nickel. Everyone thought that Bo Nickel was going to wrestle this man to death. I hate to say it, but not me. I don't remember, actually. I think not me. I think I did pick Reinier de Ridder. I might not have, though, you know. I can't. I'll look it up. I'll look on my phone. I did. I picked Reinier de Ridder because, you know, another middleweight fight where I picked the underdog and win 2 in a row. I don't know what I'm talking about here. This is a banger fight. I really like this fight. Reinier de Ridder looked extremely good in his last fight. Also, he looked good in the Kevin Holland fight. People are underrating that fight because Kevin Holland was fighting at middleweight. It doesn't matter. He looked good. He dominated Kevin Holland. Again, Kevin Holland was at middleweight and he will get dominated by anybody, but he still did it. I don't know why we're discrediting that. He's going up against Rob Whittaker, though. Rob is a monster, but I think Rob is getting old. He just got... I mean, it was an unfortunate situation, and I don't think that reflects on Robert Whittaker at all. The Khamzat Chimaev fight where he tapped out in about 13 seconds. I mean, the fight was actually, 4 minutes? 3 minutes, 4 minutes. But as soon as the neck, as soon as the forearm of Khamzat Chimaev even touched his chin, Rob tapped. And it was because his teeth had dislocated and pushed forward. His mouth was filling with blood. His jaw dislocated and shit. I mean, the grip of Khamzat is insane. But I don't think that fight should necessarily take away from Robert Whittaker because he did a good job holding off Chimaev for most of the first round. I remember watching that live. It wasn't that long ago, so. Why does Rob keep having to fight in Mordor? Oh, it's the Abu Dhabi card. This is also a main event. This is a 5-rounder. Forgot about that until right now. This is a 5-round main event, I think. Yes, main event. Kind of a banger. I really like that. I would like to see how de Ridder does in a main event slot, in a 5-round fight. We haven't seen that yet in the UFC. I know we've seen it in 1, but I don't watch 1. And I haven't seen him fight in 1. So I don't know how he does in a 5-round fight. We know how Rob Whittaker does in a 5-round fight, and it's fucking good. So this might be a very difficult match for de Ridder. I want him to win because I think de Ridder versus DDP might be the funniest fight I've ever seen in my entire life. But then again, if Khamzat beats DDP, they might even make this fight regardless, the DDP de Ridder fight. Say de Ridder loses, DDP loses, de Ridder versus DDP for the title shot. I think that's a great storyline. But, man, this is a tough one, dude. I don't really know who to pick for this. Shit, I might... Dude, Robert chinned Aliskerov. I just remembered that. Yeah, Rob. De Ridder looked good on his feet in his last fight, but Robert chinned Aliskerov at what? 36 years of age? I actually don't know. We'll see. Robert Whittaker is not as old as I thought he was. I thought he was 36 when he chinned. He was 33. Robert Whittaker's beating Reinier de Ridder by knockout. Chinning him. Dude, what? Rob is way younger than I thought he was. Get the fuck out of here. People are going, oh, he's too old. He tapped out like a baby against Chimaev. Get the fuck out of here, bro. He's a gamer. What? When was he champion? Holy shit. Rob is way younger than I thought. Okay, yeah, Robert Whittaker by knockout. I feel like that's a very easy fight. How tall is he actually? The height might play a difference in this one. Because de Ridder is lanky, dude. Shit, I don't know. I've talked about this fight for too long. Robert Whittaker by knockout. Also on the Abu Dhabi card, Dana White. We're into the yesterday Dana White announcements. The Tuesday Dana White announcements that shook up the globe. of the UFC atmosphere. He announced Shara Bullet is going to be fighting in Abu Dhabi on July 26th against Marc-Andre Barriault. Marc-Andre Barriault, I just watched this fight in person, murdered Bruno Silva. I don't know what they showed on the broadcast. Bruno Silva was unconscious for 7 to 10 minutes. Okay. He didn't move for 4 minutes. That's like a certain. And then he was like kind of like got on his knees for a second, and then he was on his back, and then they stretchered him out. All within like, I would say maybe 12 minutes past the thing. So he was fucking gone. Barriault has insane power. However, he also has no chin, which is why I didn't post a fight week video. Obviously, I was in Montreal, didn't have time to do it. I tried to find time, but I was just doing shit for literally 3 days straight until I got the train home on Sunday. So I just didn't have time. But I did pick Marc-Andre Barriault to win that fight because even though he's extremely chinny, he has a lot of power, and Bruno Silva isn't the guy to put him away. Bruno Silva doesn't have that finishing ability. He doesn't have that power. He's very timid. He's very, like, relaxed. He's off the gas pedal. I mean, he hasn't always been like that, but recently he has. So I took Bruno Silva as the loser in that fight, Marc-Andre Barriault, to knock him out, and that's exactly what happened. He slept him badly, dude, scarily. I was sitting next to people, and we're like, holy shit. He's like, it was so bad. Like, they stretched him out. He's like holding his neck and shit. It was so bad. But he's now fighting against Shara Magomedov. They found this fight in 3 days. I don't know. I mean, I like keeping him active. I'm all for it. So, let's do it. It was close, like, what, minute and a half knockout? Keep him active. I don't give a fuck. I want to see him fight again. I'm sure he wants to fight again. He'd get that money up. Magomedov. Shara Bullet. Sorry. Dude. His fight against MVP was simply pathetic. Simply pathetic. It's not like he has no wrestling. Just take him down. He got bitched by MVP very badly. He's going to knock the fuck out of Marc-Andre Barriault, though. I mean, again, like I said earlier, Barriault has no chin. And this feels so disrespectful of a matchup. You just had this guy get the finish of the night. I mean, what? Well, who else got a good finish? Beksat Almakov, Beksat. Knocking out Brad Katona in 30 seconds. And then the Mike Malott finish over Charles Radke for the culture. What else was a good finish on that night? Like, I know that there was other finishes, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying, what would beat the Marc-Andre Barriault elbow in the clinch against the cage knockout? Other than those two, and I don't think that they do. I think that he had the finish of the night, and you're rewarding him with a fight against Shara Bullet Magomedov. Extremely dangerous striker. Owner of the spinning double back elbow, but spinning back elbow, sorry. Or it was early. I'll stand by it. I said it before. It was early. It was an early finish. And that's okay. It can be early. You can have an early stoppage. It's not Shara's fault. He did also assault and nearly kill a man in a mall, but we don't have to get into that. That's kind of lore. That's Shara Bullet lore for you. Kind of a shitty person. But he's going to knock the fuck out of Marc-Andre Barriault because Barriault has no chin, and Shara, he's just got more power than Bruno Silva, and I feel like he probably has more finishing ability. Who really cares? I spoke really long about this fight that is not even the coolest ones. Let's week before that, Nashville. I believe that this is the main event. It doesn't say it here, but I think that this is the main event of the Nashville card. What a dog shit fucking main event, by the way. Unranked. 2 unranked fighters main eventing an arena. What the fuck are we doing? This can't be a main event. There's no way that's a main event, actually. Now that I think about it, there's no way that that's a main event. If that's a main event, bro, I thought it was an Apex main event. If that's a main event for a fucking Nashville card for an arena, we actually have to. We're watching PFL. UFC is cooked. If this is the main event, UFC is cooked. What a dog shit fight. Derek Lewis, knockout king. Talson Teixeira knocked out Justin Tafa in about 42 seconds. Yeah, I don't really care to see this fight. I feel like I don't have enough to. I will say, I feel like I remember this. Talson Teixeira was getting touched up in his Contender Series fight, I think. I might be thinking of somebody else, but I remember watching film study on him for the Tafa fight, I think. He was getting touched up decently in his heavyweight Contender Series fight. If Derek Lewis finds that chin, it's over for you. Just as I was saying, if Justin Tafa finds the chin, it's over for you, but he's 6'8". I don't know what Derek Lewis is. Tafa is like 5'3". Maybe Derek Lewis is 6'2", 6'4". They're more similar height. I'm going to go with Derek Lewis on this one, but it has a very high possibility of being the single most boring fight you'll ever watch. I'm just not that excited for it. Who cares? I mean, it would be cool to see Teixeira beat Derek Lewis. I feel like that would do his name value a lot. Usually my gripe with these newcomer versus vet fights is that the newcomer gets nothing if they beat the vet, but the vet also gets nothing if they beat the newcomer. With this one, I could more see it that Talson Teixeira is very unknown. Derek Lewis is extremely known. He's the balls was hot guy, right? So I think if this will bring more name value to Talson Teixeira, should he knock out he has to knock him out, dude. If this is a boring fight, it's not going to do anything for him. If he knocks out Derek Lewis, it'll be big for his career and big for his name and big for the heavyweight division. I just don't think that's going to happen. Derek Lewis probably by this. I don't know. He might knock him out in round 3, But yeah, how fucking boring is that shit, dude? Anyways, that does it for Nashville, I believe. That does it for Nashville, I believe. I'll get to International Fight Week. I want to get through everything else first. Amir Albazi versus Tatsuro Taira. Taira, what did he say all the time? I'm so happy. And his last fight, he was so sad because he lost. For the first time ever, he did lose in a mixed martial arts fight. Amir Albazi also just lost. I don't know if that was his first loss. It might have been. They might be both coming off undefeated losses. But Taira, young guy, probably going to be champion one day. Albazi, yeah, I don't like Albazi. Brandon Moreno pieced him the fuck up. And I think Taira is probably going to submit him. This might be a really good grappling bout, though. I don't know, dude. I don't really know Albazi that much because he's just so inactive. I like Taira. I'm so happy, thank you. I'm happy, thank you. That's what he said. I'm happy, thank you. I'm sad, thank you. That's what he said in his last time. I'm sad, thank you. And now he said, I think he's going to... Is his shorts red or am I going blind from the camera? I think I'm going blind. What's happening? Tatsuro Taira. Getting the finish here. Probably a submission, maybe a decision. I just want to get through this. We're getting International Fight Week here. Not that. We rebooked it! Banger. I honestly am so happy for this fight to be rebooked. Dariush got his win money at UFC 311? 310? No, surely not 310. It couldn't have been 7 months ago. It wasn't. Let me think. 315. Okay, well, we just had 315. 314 was Volk. 313 was Alex. 312? They were booked for 312? Who cares? I think it was 312. These two were booked to fight one another on the main card of UFC 312, headlined by Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan. Arman, the day before the fight, he's flirting with Nina Drama, pulls his back or something. Or maybe she pulls his back, pulls out the day before the fight, or the day of the fight. Day before, I believe. What a bitch. You're a pussy. Just take the loss, bro. Moicano did it. Moicano says, you know what? I'll step up. Moik's getting money, buddy. Steps up 1 day's notice against Islam Makhachev. You know Moicano's all about his money. And he put Islam away. Slept him out cold in the first round. Moicano might be the greatest of all time, the best to ever do it. In reality, he was put to sleep using the Darce choke from Islam Makhachev in the first round. He's a good man. He stepped out, stepped up, stepped out, stepped in. All of the above. Stepped everywhere, really. Stepped left and right. And then when he stepped right, he also dropped Islam. I've seen so many people say, oh no, Islam slipped because Dariush stepped on his foot. He didn't step on his foot. Islam stepped on Islam stepped on Moik's foot. Moik dropped Islam, dude. Nobody talks about this. Moik dropped him. He landed a clean left hook and dropped Islam. You can't convince me otherwise. And I know that the hook didn't land, but he landed it and he dropped him. That's my lore. That's the lore I'm going with, and that's really what happened. This is the beginning of the Islam downfall. Jack Della Maddalena is going to clean his clock, but we'll get to it. This is a banger fight. Binal Dariush is going to lose, though. Moik, I want to see how his mentality is. He didn't look confident going into the Islam fight, and I mean, who would? You're fighting Islam Makhachev on 1 day's notice. Less than, even. But I want to see what Moik's mentality is going into this fight. If he's confident, like he was going to the BSD fight, going to the Jalen Turner fight, going into... He fucking slept somebody bad. Who was it? I forget. Submitted somebody as well. I mean, this guy's got finishes out the wazoo. That BSD finish was extremely good, and it aged all right. BSD didn't look phenomenal on Saturday, but it's okay. He didn't have to. He didn't get beat up. That's what matters. This is a good fight. Moik versus Dariush. Dariush beat, Gamrot and fucking, I don't know, some other dog shit, like middle ranked dude. Dariush is just kind of an old man. Didn't he get slept fucking horribly, really, really bad? I think he got knocked out really bad. Like, absolutely starched. Lost to Charles Oliveira as well. I mean, I think he's more of a gatekeeper. I don't think he's going to be a champion. I like him. He's a nice guy, but we're going to go with Moik on this one. Probably going to get a submission. He's got jits. Dariush has jits. But Moik, decision. Submission. We continue. Not that. Oh, not that. Okay. I forgot that this one was not on International Fight Week. But we do have a championship fight broken to us yesterday by Dana White. Dricus du Plessis is making another defense of his middleweight title against Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat looks really big in this photo. Like, kind of chunky. Maybe it's because Dricus' arm is, like, kind of blending in with his stomach there. I don't know. Even his face. Humble Chimaev looks chunkier than Killer Chimaev. I kill everybody. I smash everybody. Wah! Chimaev, you know? I mean, maybe he's just, looks heavier because he's not dying of cancer, but also it wasn't cancer, so he's just not dying. Maybe he just naturally looks more like that. Dricus is giving me some eyes, by the way. I can't look away right now. Oh my god, I got a little, kind of flustered there. I can't look back. Oh my god, Dricus, get off my screen. I don't know who to pick for this one. Probably gonna... Dude, if Dricus can survive the first round, man, Chimaev's gas tank is laughable. He lost the Usman fight as well. If Dricus survives the first round, it's Dricus 4-1. All that matters is that he doesn't get submitted in the first round. But that's the thing about Chimaev. You do. Everybody does. Who hasn't? Usman and Burns haven't got submitted in the first round. Everybody else has been finished in the very first round of... Maybe not first, but like early in the fights. Finish for sure. Chimaev, I think, like, I know we mentioned earlier Gregory Rodriguez is a one-round fighter. Chimaev's a one-round fighter, bro. This guy's a 3.5-minute fighter even. For a middleweight, that's insane. But again, he was dying and extremely sick, so it makes sense. But I do have Dricus du Plessis is going to take this one via plot armor. He's going to, what's going to happen is Khamzat Chimaev is going to come out and rush and take him down right off the gate, hold him against the cage there for a little bit before getting the neck. And Dricus is going to turn really sharply, and his neck is going to break. But then the Dricus music will play, and a second Dricus will rush to the octagon and jump over the cage, and he'll say, "Ha! You thought that was me?" And it will, and the first Dricus that was, submitted and had his neck broken, he'll just fade into dust like an endgame. And then Khamzat will have to finish this Dricus. And if this Dricus loses, a third one will come out. But however, that is the real Dricus du Plessis, the third one. And if that Dricus loses, then Khamzat will win. But I don't think that Khamzat can beat 3 Dricus du Plessis. So Dricus here, gonna probably take it by decision. I don't think he's finishing Chimaev. So I'm happy to take Dricus' decision. I like Dricus. I want to see him win. I think he's a good champion. Back to International Fight Week. Not that Alexander Pantoja fights against Kai Kara France, KKF. I don't care to see this fight. International Fight Week card is dog shit. I'm sorry. It's dog shit. This fight is bro. Pantoja has beat every single person in the entire fucking flyweight division. I didn't have to say fucking there. I do apologize for that. KKF needs to fight Manel Kape. That's the only fight I want to see at flyweight right now. And I don't want to see Pantoja be the champion there anymore. I want to see him move up. He's getting his money, but everybody in the top 10 you've beat twice. It's impressive, don't get me wrong, and you're finishing them, and it's in good fashion. I don't care to see this fight. Kai Kara France is going to lose. Pantoja's going to submit him in round 1 or 2, maybe 3. Might take his time in round 1. Honestly, he might even get dropped. KKF has some crazy power for a flyweight, but it's going to be a Pantoja fight. He might even decision. I don't fucking know. Who cares? Pantoja, dude. Whatever. He's the flyweight GOAT. Not that. We're here! It's only been 53 minutes. It's not even accurate because I'm going to cut out a bunch of stuff, so it's less than 53 minutes. Charles Oliveira against Ilia Topuria has been announced for the main event, for the headline of UFC 317. I used to pray for times like this. However, I didn't. I'm going to mix into the other thing that I want to talk about in this one, which is this. Islam Makhachev tweeted, "Time to become double champ, inshallah. Let's go." First of all, you prayed on your Muslim brother's downfall. What is wrong with you? That seems extremely sacrilegious, but I don't really follow Islam, so maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, Jack Della Maddalena, of course, winning this Saturday against Bilal Muhammad, getting a decision victory, piecing him up 4 rounds. I think it was 3-2 or 4-1. I was there, but I was talking. What? It was the vibe. I wasn't, I didn't want to watch a Bilal fight. Sue me. I do know that it was one of the greatest. I think it was the fight of the night, right? So I will have to rewatch it, but I don't want to watch a Bilal fight. It's okay. JDM gets it done. Finishes. Beats Bilal Muhammad in dominant fashion, mind you. People were saying, LeBron, it's okay. Ben Simmons is here. That's how people were talking about Bilal Muhammad. Oh, don't worry. Goats of the sport. Bilal is here. Don't worry, John Jones. Bilal is here. Don't worry, Demetrius Johnson. Bilal is here. just for him to have less defenses for his title than Leon Edwards. Nothing makes me happier. Anyways, Islam Makhachev moving up. He's going to fight against Jack Della Maddalena. The date hasn't been disclosed yet. I think Jack took some damage in his fight on Saturday, so we might not see. I want to see that fight maybe October, November. I don't know when Jack will be back. They already announced August, so I think maybe October, Abu Dhabi, main event, Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena for the welterweight title. Co-main event, Alexander Volkanovski versus Movsar Evloev. I think that's a good main and co-main. That card would sell. That card would sell very well. But included in this, Islam Makhachev has relinquished his lightweight title. I do want to touch on this. I think this is extremely dumb. I understood why ILIA did it. ILIA was like, you know what? I can't make featherweight anymore. I'm too big for the division. I don't want to fight there. I know that I only have one defense, but I did knock out two of the GOATs. But UFC, I will relinquish my title because I know that I don't really deserve a double champ status. Champ status. Sorry, double champ he will probably achieve. I don't deserve a champ status. I don't understand Islam giving up his title though. He doesn't really have other than Oliveira and ILIA, but he doesn't have an insane contender. And I feel like what should have happened is, and I understand they wanted a 317 headliner, so it should have been interim though. What I would have liked to see is Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena as the main event. Islam being the lightweight champion, fighting for the welterweight champion for a champ status. On that same card is ILIA versus Charles for the interim belt. Islam has relinquished the Oliveira and Topuria fight is for the undisputed lightweight championship of the world. I'm glad about it. I know I'm not smiling, but Islam is officially running away from ILIA is the top comment on that post. I don't know about all that. I don't think he's running, dude. I know he doesn't want to fight him, but it makes sense why he doesn't want to fight him. I understand it. Your legacy will be, I beat guys who came up from featherweight. Right? I mean, Charles Oliveira came up from featherweight. Dustin Poirier came up from featherweight. Volk twice, who is a featherweight right now. All he did was beat guys who came up from featherweight in his entire championship run. I understand why he didn't want to fight ILIA. This fight is such a fucking banger, dude. I love Charles. All my friends love Charles. Charles is a fan favorite. How do you not love Charles Oliveira? What a cool guy. What an inspirational story. Inspiring story. You know, when ILIA knocked out Max, there was the memes of Ilya Makhachev, I almost called Ilia Topuria moving up in weight class and knocking out Charles Oliveira because he wants to kill all the fans of the sport. He's doing it! He took the meme seriously! Whoever made that meme, you have inspired this man to kill the fan favorites, to kill the GOATs of the sport. Charles Oliveira, maybe a top 25 fighter all time, for sure, probably. I don't really know. There's a lot of fighters, man. He might be a top 25 fighter all time. And he's going to get slapped, bro. I just know he is. We can't have nice things in the sport. If Charles Oliveira becomes the champion again, we'll be back. We will be so back. The UFC will be so back. I mean, I'm not even mad at Ilya being champion. He gets finishes. He knocks people the fuck out. But Charles being champ would be unbeatable, man. We'd be in the proper era again. We would be in the proper world. I'm so happy about this. I really like this fight. I'm going to take Ilya by knockout. Round 4. Charles is known to get hurt early, man. That's how he wakes up into the fight. He gets hurt. It happened against Gaethje, happened against Chandler, happened against Poirier. He gets hurt early. Then he gets into the fight. And you know what? I said round 4. I don't know that if ILIA hurts you early, you're recovering. He might starch Oliveira in round 1. Holy shit, dude. Oh, fuck. I'm picturing it. It's terrible. He's not even he's not the legend anymore. Like, Topuria changed his name, changed his nickname. He was El Matador, and then he decided, you know what? I don't want to be El Matador anymore. I am changing my name. He said, I have a big announcement. This is when, like, is it going to be ILIA in Islam thing? He said, I have a big announcement. And then it was like, I'm changing my name to El Legende or something. It was the legend. And then everyone kind of went, what a dog shit nickname. So then recently he said, yeah, I'm going back to the Matador. What was the point of that, ILIA? What a strange, silly little thing you've done. Who cares? What a banger fight. I'm so hyped for it. It's not even that far away, dude. This is what I like about this. I don't have to go, oh, I want a good fight, but it's in August. It's in like a month. It's in a month and a half. Oh, I'm so hyped. Oh, no, dude. Topuria might get starched, man. Or Topuria might starch. Topuria might starch. Oliveira might get starched. I don't know. I want Charles to win so bad. You know, we have to... Whoopsies, I scrolled down. We have to go with my boy. Well, I'm done. I'm done discounting Charles Oliveira. Charles du Bronx. Charles from the Bronx. You know who this is? I'm done discounting him. I'm not discounting him anymore. Charles Oliveira is going to get it done in devastating fashion. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. It does really support my channel. Also, leave a comment as to if you're liking these news breakdowns. And should I make a video this weekend? I believe this is an off week this weekend. Do I make a little fighter showcase video? I usually I've done one fighter showcase for my friends. Maybe I'll make it into a video. I think that'd be pretty fun. Yeah, let me know. Drop a comment down below. And I will see you Friday. Also doing a tier list video. Who I think in the welterweight division would beat Jack Della Maddalena, as he is the new champion. Again, stealing that idea from Rare MMA on YouTube. Go give him a follow. Why are you still watching?